Hey guys, welcome back to another episode with the Shoot Outdoors YouTube channel. Today, I'm going to be talking about a very important thing in the fishing world. Well, it's important to me. I don't know. But it is the topwater frog. Now, my favorite is going to be the gigging frog. 9 times out of 10. I just love, this is the mini. It's small, compact. It's not super squishy. It's got the perfect amount of it's not this isn't a gigging, but it's not like that. But it's not too stiff. It's the perfect texture, if that makes sense. Now, the reason I like this frog so much, gigging makes a really good frog. The hooks are super sharp. If this was a treble hook bait, I would not throw it, simply because when you set the hook with these, sometimes it'll come flying back, which is not uncommon when you're frog fishing, but it's just, and it's I can do this and it won't hook my hand. It's not gonna hook my hand. But with this bait, if I were to hit myself, and y'all can kind of see, it would 100% get me right there. But it's not super stiff like this bait right here. It's not super stiff like that. So that's why I like the gigging frog. Now, for different circumstances, I work them different. If I'm up in really thick stuff that's a foot deep, lily pads that literally barely touch the water, there's little to no open water, I will literally work it like this right here. I'll have my frog sitting in the water I just casted, and I'll literally just go and I'll just keep going. And what that is you just hold your rod and you just however many hops or that you want. But if I'm in open water, a lot of times I'll give them more subtle pauses. I'll just cast right here, and it'll be more I'll give it time to sink, and then just, and I'll give a second or two pause. But that being said, that's one different scenario, I guess you could say, one different setting for frog fishing. But another thing that affects your frog fishing is going to be your water clarity. That affects it a lot, and actually what kind of frogs are around what you're fishing. Now, this is the actual size gigging frog. This is the mini. You can tell the difference, right? And now this is gonna do better in up under trees in shade, or if it's nasty weather and it's super dark outside, they're gonna see this black. And most of the times when you walk a frog, when you constantly it goes like this, and it kind of rolls in the water a little bit, making it to where they see the black and white, kind of demonstrating the side of a frog and then the bottom of the frog. I don't know, that's just something I've kind of noticed. Now if I'm fishing super clear water and I know exactly what the frogs, if they're leopard frogs, which are natural around here in Texas where I'm at, then you can throw this leopard frog. And I mainly fish ponds, but when I do fish lakes, I throw leopard frog because it's around here, same central area. And I do good with the frog. But you have this, and then you have this black frog, which is I'd say this is muddy bullfrog color. If you have really black, rich mud, clay looking stuff on the bottom, you might throw this. And if there's not much vegetation, I might throw this. If it kind of looks like sewer, I don't really know. That's just kind of what it looks like. It may not even be close to correct. But these are frog style. Now there's also, you got to keep into account, bass during the summer and early spring, or late spring, my apologies, they like to eat perch and bait fish and stuff. So you can get away with throwing frogs like this frog right here. This is like the Strike King something. I don't know. It was gave to me. I don't know what it was. But I have caught a fish on it before. And I really like the blue fins. Or the blue, like, tips on the tail. But anyway, this you can fish, like, open water. If you see bait fish schooling, you can throw this and it imitates the bait fish on the bottom and the top. Not just, like, one side. And then, of course, when you walk it, it rolls. So you can see the top of the fish. So this looks like a dying bait fish. Essentially, like another fish struck it and it's injured. And it's kind of going in a circle. That's kind of what it imitates. Then, you have things like the Lunker Hunt prop fish. Now, I really like this. It's a soft body. It's really... Now, is this my favorite way to fish like frogfish? No. But does it work? Yes. Because it looks just like a bluegill. Like, literally, there's bluegill, like, in ponds and tanks and lakes and creeks and streams all over the place that look just like this. So you can get away with throwing that looks identical to what your bait fish look like. And what I like about it is you can jerk it, which kind of gives it a kind of, like, that action right there when you jerk it along. Or you can swim it, and this little prop tail gives it a nice spin action. Kind of like a whopper popper, but soft body. But yeah, there's that. And then I like to call them exotics. Because, I mean, you're not really... I mean, you can... These aren't going to catch fish any better than the other things you got. But, I mean, I like them. Just because they're fun. This is the Lunker Hunt something topwater lizard. It's got 2 hooks right here and a trailer hook. Now you can throw this like if there's a bunch of overhanging trees, or this probably will do like really good in Florida. I actually have 2 of these, and you could probably throw it in Florida, like I said, where all the lizards are. Or if you notice that there's a lot of lizards around you, which around here there's not really, but I mean it looks cool, right? I mean, heck, I might even film a video catching bass on weird topwaters, but yeah, you got this right here. And I mean, I guess just work it just like a frog. I mean, I've caught a fish on it before. I know I have. But, I mean, I can't remember what I was doing. It was so long ago. I have this one and I have a green one. But, yeah. Then you have stuff like this right here. I really like this. This is a Lunker Hunt Phantom Spider. And this is like, it's really cool. It looks just like a spider. Like if this was in my room and I didn't see that it had 2 hooks and an eye on it, I would get scared, man. Like this right here, this is pretty cool looking. I mean, it looks just like a spider. And the way you fish it's just like frog. You just kind of swimming across the top, or you can jerk it and you can pause it. You can kind of buzz it a little bit, kind of just like movie rod like this. So it just kind of on top, I don't know. And it's got those moving legs. I love that about the spider. And then Lunker Hunt makes this weird kind of frog. It's like a compact frog, but it's not. And it's got a really cool feature. This is the Yappa frog. I'm not gonna let y'all see the top yet, but it's got a really cool looking pattern on it. And it's nice and compact. Like it's like super small. Oh, and this is my favorite feature. This is called, I don't know what it's called, but it's why it's called a Yappa frog over a compact frog. So you tie the eye right here. That's where you tie in. When you jerk it, it kind of does this action right here. Boof, boof. It looks like a bullfrog with his like thing puffed out. And he's just kind of, like jumping around. Like he's just kind of jumping around. It makes a splash, and it has a really cool effect. And like if you walk it, it won't go like it'll go like and kind of show the sides and like and it'll roll, which is really cool. But yeah, that's that kind of frog. And then I'm gonna reach in here real quick. This is my pond tackle box, actually my old lunch box, but I mean it works, so I use it. And then And the reason I'm having this video explaining top waters and like why is it essential to use them and how to fish them, I had to learn just the same as you guys. And I mean, I had to learn at a pretty young age. But this is like soft body top water. Like everything you need to know. This right here, I bought this and I actually made a video about it on the Hot Rod Fishing YouTube channel when I unboxed mystery tackle boxes with Matthew. This is none other than the turtle. It looks like a little baby, like, ow, hooks are sharp too. It's like a little baby, like, painted turtle. And we have a lot of these around here where I'm from. And you see them, like, this time of year, like when the turtle's eggs hatch, you see them all the time. And it looks just like a little turtle. And it actually had, like, a trailer hook attachment, but I don't like to use those. And it's got a kind of, you know, hear that? It's kind of got like a rattle thing in it. I don't know if that's going to help us or not, but I guess you just work it like a frog. I don't know. I'll have to figure this out. If I was starting out, like if this is y'all's, if y'all were starting out, I would probably just stick with a normal basic topwater frog. But if that's not what you have, or if you can't find, well, they sell them everywhere. They sell them at Walmart now. But anyways, moving right along, this is the Booya Poppin' Frog. It's called like Pad Crasher or something. And it's got this popping lip, kind of like a popper, like a popper. And you just pop it along. You can walk it, but I really just walk like normal frogs. But it's got that black and green. I like that in the yellow belly. And the green Christmas tree looking legs. I really like that. Moving right along, we got the Booya. I can't remember what it's called. It's a Booya frog. I got this at Academy. You can get it pretty much anywhere. This is, I just like to like walk it in dark cover. Like, this is my pond box. So this is like lures I throw in a pond. Those are like what I throw in a lake. I mean, I have some of the same lures in each box, but it takes away from the specialness. So, yeah. This is basically just like your Guggen frog right here. As of, like, color-wise, you can kind of tell those are kind of the same color, except this is more of a brown, this is more of a black. But it's kind of got the same color legs. And, I mean, they do the same thing. They just don't have the same purpose. Like, this is white to resemble, like, a very vibrant frog on top. Like, he's been sitting out in the sun. And then this has been in the water. This has been, like, he's been in the mud. And then he's sitting out in the sun. So, yeah, that's just different patterns. I mean, they don't really matter that much, I don't think. But, yeah. And then we have another exotic one, okay? We have the green lizard. Now, I have no idea if this one catches fish. This is a brand new lure. Never been thrown before, but I mean, heck, I might as well film a video doing it. So, we're going to do that someday. And then, the last one I'm going to talk about. This has caught me a lot. And I mean a lot. Of 3+ pounders. I remember fishing with this one day before I had my YouTube channel. And I literally caught big bass after big bass. Not, well, I say big bass, like nice bass. They weren't like lunkers or anything, but they were nice. Okay. This is the Phantom Spider XL. You'll notice that this Phantom Spider is bigger than this one. By quite a bit, right? Well, this one, something about the green and white and yellow, like, vibrancy that, like, just makes them go crazy. It's provocative. It gets the people going, you know. It just gets them crazy. But this is probably, I'd say, my favorite topwater. Now, it does not work for all circumstances because I like to throw this like when I'm fishing ponds and there's a bunch of trees. That's what I like to do. And it's like resembling like this falling out of the tree into the pond, landing there, and I just kind of walk it, and it just kind of looks like coming at you, and it just drives them crazy. I mean, I have literally caught like 10 2-pounders in one day. Now, you may be saying, Pierce, dude, a 2-pounder's really not that big. Bro, when you're like 9 years old, it's pretty dang good, okay? I've had this for a long time. Like, I'm 16, and I've had this lure a long time. I've had it so long, I've never had to buy another one like it. And I've never lost it, which is kind of special. But, yeah, I think I'm done yapping for the day. That's 15 minutes worth of yapping. That's a lot of yapping. I talked about different types of frogs, different circumstances. I kind of just want to give it short and sweet for y'all. But I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. I want you to subscribe, like, follow for more, and we'll get you some more content and some more bass fishing tutorials. Y'all stay tuned. Catch 'em!